All right, everybody. 10 Tampa Bay Chief Meteorologist Bobby Deskins is here, along with meteorologist Natalie Ferrari that just walked in the door and said to tell everybody hi. Hold on.
Hello, everyone.
There she is. Happy Tuesday, everybody. July the 5th. This is where you insert all those things like, oh, I can't believe July 4th is already behind us. And you start talking about Labor Day, and then you start talking about how many days till Christmas. Yeah, we know. It's going fast. But hey, look, this is a tropical update, and I'm going to try and make this quick because there's nothing going on right now. At least not a lot. So let's get through it real fast today, just get you kind of updated. Here's the latest that we look for this time of the year, okay? So in the beginning of the season, in June, and now even in the beginning of May, or end of May, we're watching the Gulf of Mexico, we're watching the Western Caribbean for things that come up and come out at us. Now, we start to look a little bit more into the Bahamas and off the southeast coast. Colin, right? Colin just formed there over the weekend. And yes, we start looking a little bit further to the east, and we actually had that tropical wave that we were watching last week, which really isn't going to do anything tropically speaking, so that's good. So that's where we start looking, and as the season wears on, we actually work our way kind of from west, close to home, to further east out into the Atlantic, and that's where we see our better chances for development. So no development is expected the next 5 days. Great there. You can see we've got a wave that just came off of Africa here. Nothing really major there. We've got a little wave out here. You got another little wave way down south, and I haven't even looked at that. This wave right here, this is actually part of that wave that was in the Eastern Caribbean the other, over the weekend. Something that we were keeping an eye on. So it's just bringing some extra moisture over through Cuba. And if you were watching my videos, the question was, the GFS had it pretty close to this, maybe a little bit further to the north. The European had it further to the north, and so there is some tropical moisture coming up, and I think that's going to enhance our rainfall the next couple of days. Today's Tuesday, say Wednesday, Thursday. Today a little bit drier, but next couple of days, afternoon showers and storms will be a little bit more numerous. We're going to get a few out there today, but they're going to be a little bit more numerous, and they're going to be a little bit heavier at times just because of that. You can see kind of the spin where the main part of the wave is here. Let's talk Bonnie. Hurricane Bonnie is a Category 3, 115 mile per hour hurricane. This is the one that came all the way across, right? Remember, Bonnie was way down here. It kind of went in like very close to the border of Costa Rica and Nicaragua. Survived, did not lose organization enough or wind speed enough to drop below 40 miles per hour, so kept the name Bonnie, headed out into the Pacific, and then there it is. Actually a really good little storm. It's small. But this thing's, look at the eye wall on that bad boy. It's kind of caved in here a little bit in the last couple of hours. But take a look at this. This is the overall cloud shield. For the most part, it's about 260, 300 miles. They can go 300, 400 miles wide. So kind of small storm, but compact and certainly doing its thing out there in the Pacific. It will basically just continue to move off towards the west-northwest and eventually weaken and will not turn in and hit land. Baja will be safe. They'll get some surf from it over on the west coast of Mexico, of course, in Baja. But look at that. It's forecast later today to go to 120 mile per hour winds. That'll likely be the highest that it gets. And then eventually it just gets up in here to some cooler water. Further northwest it goes. So you can see the numbers dropping down quite a bit. All right, that's Bonnie. Let's take a look what's out there. This is a look at the Saharan dust coming off of Africa. And here comes another really good little wave of dust. And remember, this dries the atmosphere out, and it makes it a little bit tougher to form showers and thunderstorms that would make up a tropical wave and eventually a storm, right? So if you do not want storms, you want this around, right? So there's a big wave coming off. You see a little bit out here now. June, we really see a lot of this. Now we're in July. This should start coming down at least a little bit, but watch this. This is the forecast model. That leading wave right there, by the end of the weekend, is already into the Bahamas. There's another couple of waves coming back. This right here is the wave that's coming off of Africa now. That'll be here by Saturday, Sunday. It'll be here by the middle of next week. Not a lot for us. We may notice, we'll have to see how much stays together, but that's quite a bit over the Caribbean. Think, this is the area that we look for development. This is the area that we look for development. Both have some dry air. And then out here, even further east you look, there's still quite a bit around. So that should at least help to keep things a little bit quiet for the next couple of weeks. And look at all the wind shear around. So this is a tough environment to form organized systems. Wind shear coming in like this. You've got some wind shear going in like that. Across the south, it's kind of like south and north here across the Caribbean. And you get in this development region out in here, there's still quite a bit of wind shear. This is a lot of wind shear for development. And as we go out through the end of this upcoming weekend, look how it just fills in, right? These are the areas, in fact, that we would be watching for development, and most of those have quite a bit of wind shear in it. And so, wind shear shears the storms apart. This, too, makes it hard for tropical systems to form. Now, let's go out through next week, into the end of next week. It's about a week and a half out. Looks like an upper level low here that we're seeing develop, but still, quite a few patches of it starting to die out a little bit over here. Our concern would be in this area right in here, right? That's where we want to be watching. And with this upper level low here, I think we're okay. So, what do the models think? This is the GFS model. We're going to go out through the end of the upcoming weekend. You do not see any blobs out there. Look at this little tiny low here, which we would expect to see at this little gyre area. And a little low coming off of the Carolinas, that'll be moving out. But these are nothing, right? That's not anything deep. Now let's go out through next week. Again, this is just the GFS model. It's not really showing anything, guys. Nothing at all. And that takes us through about the 18th, 19th of the month of July. And this is the European model through Sunday. You don't see anything. This is the European model through next week. You see the low take off of North Carolina and move to the northeast. Again, just a low that forms offshore, so no big deal there either. So, great news as far as the tropics go right now. Hopefully we can keep it quiet like this. That's it. We'll make it a short one for you today. Hope you had a great weekend, a safe weekend out there. And let's keep it going this week. Let's keep going with the heat and humidity all week long. I don't see any big changes. Again, we'll start to see a few more showers and storms as we get into the afternoons Wednesday and Thursday. And then Friday, instead of having this southeast wind coming in across Florida, which gives us a few storms along the coast, but then blows them back towards the coast in the afternoon, we're going to get a southwest wind. And what that does is right here along the coast of Florida, where we are, if you're watching from somewhere else, I broadcast out of Tampa, with a southwest wind, you'll get some storms right here along the sea breeze, lunchtime, 12, 1 o'clock. And then everything blows inland as the afternoon wears on. And you don't have anything back here in the afternoons. The southeast wind we have right now, we're getting a few popping up here along the coast. They'll try and work their way in, more will form here, and then it all comes back to the coast. Got that? See, it's all coming back to the coast because of that wind. That's going to change during the day on Friday, so Saturday and Sunday. We'll drop those rain chances down to about 30 to 40%. So good looking forecast for the upcoming weekend, but guys, look, it's Florida, it's June. Well, it's not, it's July. You're not going to get rid of the heat and humidity that easily, and we certainly won't. So, all right, guys, thanks for watching. We'll hope you have a great rest of your Tuesday afternoon, getting back to work. I was kind of looking forward to coming back to work. I needed a break. Great weekend. All right, guys, have a good one.